Hey, to today's conversation. And today I want to talk about truth and honesty and having uncomfortable conversation. So let me take you on a trip. And y'all gonna learn this about me, how I talk. I like to use stories, references, things like that, right? So, if you haven't seen Baby Boy, that's with Tyrese, Taraji P. Henson. If you're a millennial and you had BET, you done seen it 50 million times. And it's really interesting how that movie came about too, but I'm not gonna talk about that. But I want to talk about this one scene with Jody and Yvette, right? And Jody tells Yvette, I lied to you because I love you. If I didn't love you, I would, I wouldn't care what I tell you, and I lie to you to protect you, and I'm being very verbatim. I'm not saying it verbatim. I'm paraphrasing a lot, and it popped in my head because I think a lot of people probably resonated with that and really thought like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, if I know the truth is going to hurt this person, and no, I won't tell the truth. Or if I know the truth is going to hurt me, no, I'm not going to tell the truth. But it becomes one of those things where it's like, is that really love? Or are you just saving yourself grace by not exposing whatever you're doing harmful? So I'm a type of person of truth is love. If you are close enough to me, you probably get the honest truth from me. And it's because I love you. And it's not because I want to see you do bad or I'm trying to hurt your feelings. Kind of going back to my conversation about boundary grief. Like, I don't tell the truth to hurt the people around me. I tell the truth so people know, like, what's really happening or get out your delusion. And I wanted to talk about this because I feel like a lot of times we are not honest with ourselves. So, do we really love ourselves? Or are we being a Jody to ourselves, where we sit up here and tell ourselves the lies that we need to tell ourselves just so we can protect our feelings and emotions? I stopped lying to myself 5 years ago. And MS really made me stop lying to myself. I can't say how many times I had to sit myself down and really be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on? And then I realized I wasn't being honest about what I wanted to do. I was confining to what made other people comfortable. I was confining to being that person, being people person, being that safety net for people because I knew how it felt not to have one. And a lot of people will say, like, why would you do this? And why would you be this? And why would you act like that? And why would you put yourself? I'm just a person, I'm a selfless person. Just what it is. I will rather take care of other people. If I can take care of other people over myself, I will. They don't tell you though, being a selfless person is you do have to make sure that you're taken care of, or you do have to make sure that if you're going to be that type of person, you have a really good support system behind you. And that what I failed to do was create me a strong enough support system for when I didn't have what I needed, I can go to people for safety nets. And what was happening was I was being a safety net for everybody else, but I didn't have one. And then that's where the boundary came in, and I had to put a boundary up and everything. But now that I have the boundary, and now that I'm like, okay, I know what I can do for myself. What can I do for others? And the best thing that you can do for others right now, especially if you physically can't help nobody, is be honest and tell the truth. If you have somebody who is making poor decisions and you had to tell yourself, and correct herself out of making poor decisions, you should probably help that person get out of poor decisions. Because I think a lot of times, the quicker we are to address the truth that comes with us, the quicker we are to help others. And honesty, for me, if you like, I've seen a post, and I can't remember who said it, but I remember one of the things was like, if you love me, tell me the truth. Honesty. If you love me, tell me the truth. My sister-in-law told me the truth. And when I tell you she told me some truth, and after that, boom, made decisions, got the going, and now, boom, like, and I don't even know if she remembered that conversation that we had, and I'm gonna ask her if she does, because when I tell you, after having that conversation, and again, it was just honesty, it was pure love. Was it uncomfortable? Absolutely, it was uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable, but I appreciate her for that conversation because she probably knew it would be uncomfortable, and she probably knew, and people know about me, like, you get what you get sometimes. So, in the moment, I won't say nothing, but after aftermath of it could be something. And she didn't let that stop her though from telling me the honest truth. And to this day, I thank her for that because I would have never made a decision to get up and pursue the relationship that I pursued. I wouldn't have got up and relocated. I wouldn't have took the risk to go back to school. You know, like I wouldn't have did all these things if she would have never came and took that veil over my eyes and showed me my truth. So with that, I want people to understand how much value truth is and how much love it is in truth. I'm not here to be anybody delusion puppy. I don't even know. Yeah. I'm not here for it. Social media makes us live in delusion so much. Like I'm watching all these social media couples get divorces and go through all these things, and that's a whole nother conversation I want to have. But when I look at that, I remind people that social media is not real. It's not real. It's really a snapshot of a moment. You don't know what happened before or after that moment, but just that snapshot. You ever took a picture and had to get everybody in order just to take one picture, and then chaos hit right after the picture, and chaos was right before the picture, but we're going to get this picture? That's social media. So I hope we get into, and we're in the era of Aquarius, so a lot of truth is going to come out. But I hope we get comfortable with it. It's uncomfortable, but you have to get comfortable with hearing the truth. Hearing the uncomfortable truth. Boom. You need to be comfortable hearing the uncomfortable truth. And with that, that was something that just popped in my head that I wanted to talk about because I think people, and especially people like me who are just straight shooters, who, again, if you ask me, you ask my opinion, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I'm not gonna BS you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not here to feed your delusion. And if you want my honest opinion, now, if you just want me to listen, better say that. But if you ask for my honest opinion or if you ask for my help and support, it will come with honesty. So here's to that conversation. And if I come up with something else, you might see me again. But besides that, I'll talk to y'all later.